Keanu Reeves is embarrassed by his $300 million net worth. Many well-known people make a point of showing off their wealth, and some even argue that it's their responsibility to look good. Few other celebrities appear to respond to their substantial wealth in the same way as Keanu Reeves does, although some are a little more restrained and grounded about it. Reeves has a reputation for being one of the kindest and most generous people in Hollywood, but he has also admitted that he sometimes gives money away because he feels ashamed of his wealth. Keanu Reeves has a long history of blockbuster hits. Reeves has been performing for over 40 years. A young Reeves is seen reporting from a Canadian teddy bear festival in archive footage from one of his earliest performances. The aspiring star had made his television debut in the middle of the 1980s. But it wasn't until 1989's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure that he really started to get noticed. Reeves became a legitimate star in the early 1990s with dramatic blockbusters like A Walk in the Clouds and action-packed blockbusters like Speed. By the end of that decade, he had landed the iconic role of Neo in The Matrix, which would come to define his entire career. Then in 2014, he played the lead in John Wick, which launched an enduring action franchise. While Reeves' full filmography, as displayed on IMDb, shows that he's had a very active lineup of parts, amassing more than 100 acting credits to his name, these blockbusters alone would not be sufficient to make an impressive career. Keanu Reeves is not motivated by the money. Reeves has undoubtedly amassed wealth that most of his fans can only imagine as a result of his participation in such noteworthy blockbusters, but money isn't what drives Reeves. In order to ensure that a film project could afford to hire Al Pacino, the actor has frequently accepted fewer projects than he could have demanded. Reeves has won over admirers by coming off as a genuinely lovely guy who is constantly grateful to his fan base for supporting him and not being overly motivated by money. Reeves has accumulated a fortune that is thought to be worth more than $300 million, even without demanding the maximum paid he could. However, according to individuals close to the singer, he is slightly ashamed about that, as Page 6 writes. He realizes how fortunate he is, which is evident in the distinctive humility he has displayed in his public comments. He never takes any of this for granted, unlike many Hollywood megastars. Keanu Reeves is extremely charitable. Reeves has access to a sizable sum of money thanks to his incredibly successful work, whether he's embarrassed or not. The actor has taken care to employ these tools in a manner consistent with his moral principles. He is therefore well known for being among the industry's most charitable actors. He runs a private foundation that raises money for children's hospitals and cancer research. Additionally, he has contributed his time, as well as considerable star power, to fundraising efforts for cancer research and eradication. Reeves clearly cares deeply about this issue, but he has also been known to make financial contributions to ensure that the production team on his movies receives more fairly compensated. It is clear that the ethos of Reeves is not one of excess or superiority. Instead, the celebrity appears to be happiest when he can use the money he makes from his talents to change the world without drawing attention to himself.